Hi, Hokies. My name is Lauren Shelor, and I'm a registered dietitian and a health educator here at Virginia Tech on the Hokie Wellness team. We are thrilled for the launch of our Ask the Dietitian service. So with no further ado, we're going to jump right in and answer this week's question. So today's question reads, Hi, Lauren. What a great idea Ask the Dietitian is. Thanks. We think so too. My question is, how does one know how many grams of carbs, protein, and fat one needs per day? This is probably the most common question I get as a registered dietitian, and it really is a great one. So how do we know how much of each of these nutrients we need in any given day? The answer is not as straightforward as you might think. It depends on a lot of individualized factors. So these are things like, are you male or female? What is your age? What is your physical activity level? Do you have any kinds of chronic conditions? So that specific number of grams of each of those nutrients that we give to you is really going to depend on all those things. So there's probably no generalized recommendation that I could give that would be accurate for every person. So if you're looking for specific numbers, meeting with a registered dietitian would be your first step. We have a nifty little macronutrient calculator that we can type all those factors into and give you a very specific number. So that number will probably look a little bit different for everybody. In the meantime, there is a tool that you can use that can give you a very good idea of what it might look like for you to eat in a balanced way each day from each of the different food groups. And that's called the MyPlate model. I think the MyPlate model can be just as helpful, if not more helpful, for balanced eating compared to trying to count numbers of grams of each of those things each day. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what MyPlate is. All right, so you might have seen the MyPlate model before. If not, like I said, this is really a great tool to use when you're thinking about an overall balanced and healthy eating pattern. So it's really less of a focus on counting things and more of a focus on making sure that you're including healthy choices from each of these food groups as a balanced pattern. The balance part is really important. So the goal is, with as many meals as you can, to have half a plate of fruits and vegetables, a quarter plate of lean proteins, so things like fish, white meat chicken, beans, peas, lentils. In addition to that, a quarter plate of healthy carbohydrates. And so really the goal for your carbohydrate group is that half of your daily intake of carbs will be whole grains. So when you're thinking of whole grains, think of things like oatmeal, brown rice versus white rice, brown bread versus white bread, things like that. In addition, make sure to include a small amount of healthy fats as well, with as many meals as you can. And these are things like avocado, olive oil, chia seeds. There are even healthy fats in fish. So when you're thinking about your daily protein, carb, and fat intake, in terms of this MyPlate model, it may be a little bit more manageable long term compared to counting grams each day. So in summary, I would really encourage you to meet one-on-one with a registered dietitian if you're looking for very specific number recommendations. But in general, if you're following this MyPlate model on a pretty regular basis, then it is very likely that you're getting exactly what you need. So thank you so much for tuning in to our very first installment of Ask the Dietitian. If you would like to submit a question, you can do that using the link below in the YouTube description or the Facebook description, depending what method you are using to watch this video. So we look forward to getting your questions, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.